The High Lord is relieving himself. Oh wait, there he is.
Welcome back to Black Magic TV. It is I, your host. Come, I got my apprentice with me. Young Merlin is here tonight in his festive robe. Look excited, John. How's everyone doing? It's Sunday night. We're cloaked up. We've got our cloaks on, hats on in the chat. It's the Mystic Order podcast. We've got 3 special guests tonight. We have, maybe if I can figure out how to make my stuff work here, we have our good friend, Aaron Scarborough's coming on. He backed out and then I beat him up into going on. And actually the other 2 guests are our good friend Mr. Lord Rags on kick, Seth, and the Henri Magi himself, Anson. But they're actually guys, I'm going to call you in a private call here in just a second. So hang up from that shit. Hopefully. I don't know. I think I figured out the delay. I'm not sure. I was told this would figure out my delay. I'm not sure if the delay is still on. We'll figure that out in a minute. Let me get the thing pulled up. I'm totally unprepared. It's Sunday night. How's everyone's weekend been? I went to the World of Wheels car show yesterday. And that was great. Me and Eric Myers went. Um, let's see here. Where did they go to? Fuck, I forgot everyone's names. Okay, there's that one. Here's one. Ah, that's not what I was trying to do. Shit. How do I do this? I'm totally ill-equipped to do this. There we go. Sort of call him. Okay, stand by here, sir. Standing by. Now I gotta add friends to the DM. Let's see here. Probably turn the volume off on the stream there, Anson. It does appear to is the delay gone? Let's see, who else do we need? We need Seth himself. Oh, okay, there we go. And then we gotta add one more. Alright. We gotta add one more. Let me look up this. Let's get him in there. Hold. Oh, I have to friend him first. Okay. Thank you. Mute yourself, please. Mute yourself for the moment, please, sir. There's still a delay. These sons of bitches have lied to me yet again on the internet. How do I add friends? Friends. Search. Yeah, I don't know how to do this. Guys, I'm sort of computer illiterate. Oh, add a friend. Probably the big button that says add a friend. Okay. Let's see here. I bet this is just thrilling stuff. This is all thrilling. Who do we got in the chat? We have, oh, the Frost Wizard's here. Anson's here. Seth's here. Jason, Mr. Jason Brunskill was here. I don't know what happened to him. Oh, there he is. Jason's still there. Oh, Lord Scarby has accepted. So now we go here, and we're going to add a friend. Lord Scarby. Let's see how this will go. Now I got to turn my camera on. There we go. Boom. Sometimes I like to cheat and put my regular camera over the Discord camera when I start the call because my good camera looks better. You know, I want to look better than everyone else. Let's see. What am I doing here? Okay, apparently Aaron's not gonna. Apparently he's not gonna get into chat. Answer the call, Aaron. Why aren't you answering, Aaron? Add. There we go. Maybe if I would have hit add to the chat, it would have worked better. Okay. All right. He's not seeing it. You guys want to watch a 45-minute video on how 5 people who don't know what they're doing do something? It's a pretty cool thing.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can't see you. You need to enable your camera, sir.
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you. We can't see you.
Okay.
And just so you know, your name is Aaron the Red.
Oh, that's my wizard name?
Yes. By wizard, we just mean regular. Here, let me switch it over. Full screen. Oh, there we are.
Good evening, boys.
Hello. Turn your camera sideways.
Sideways?
Yes. And then
Alright.
your phone should auto auto adjust. It's not auto adjusting. Turn your phone back. That didn't work. That didn't work like it did for Nico. All right, up in the upper left corner we have Anson. Oh, you guys can unmute yourselves now. We got Anson, Mr. Anson. Oh, you know what the problem is also is that no one can hear you because I have the desktop audio muted. So hold on. There we go. Now look at- all right, here's who we got tonight, guys. We got Anson. Now you can
Hats
say
on!
hello.
Sorcerers and non-select wizards.
We got Lord Rags himself.
Hats on. Wands up.
All right. I like your enthusiasm. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being with us this evening, Seth. And we have the newest member of the Black Magic. Do we call it the Black Magic family? Is that how we...
Ooh, the coven.
The
I like
coven.
community
The
for
We're
that.
coven.
The coven.
the
All right.
coven.
AA were on the red. That's also like a double entendre kind of, because you are indeed the most communist bastard I know, Mr. Aaron Scarborough.
Are you serious? That's a great honor.
Yeah, no, you're probably the most communist bastard I know. You're definitely the
Really?
only one I would even think 2 seconds about talking to. So
You don't know, you and all your motorcycle friends don't share, socialist politics.
no, generally no, not a lot of socialist, not a lot of politics going on.
Yeah.
Except
That
for
makes-
street, they're more of street politics people, you know.
Mm.
All right, now
And the coven is above mortal politics.
I'm sorry, what?
The coven is above all mortal politics. We only approve and disapprove.
okay.
Well, this will be a good exercise for me.
Yeah.
I'll have to shut the fuck up about the things I normally say.
No, we also though we are above mortal politics. We are above them, right? We things we aren't above egos, because obviously you can't be above egos, but then be above all mortal politics.
Well, I would say wizards are mostly egos. I mean, we are some of the most powerful creatures in the known universe.
We also love to eat egos.
Mm.
I like toaster personally.
Pop
Toaster
Tarts guy
strudel.
for sure.
A toaster strudel is, as far as breakfast. Here we go. First topic: frozen toasted breakfast. I mean, back in the day, pre-vegan, I mean, we're talking. I was a toaster strudel guy myself. Then when they
Yeah.
came out, but then I was upset the moment they came out with the sacrilegious ass
Scrambler.
Pop-Tarts.
the fucking scrambler, dude. What the fuck?
Well,
What are we
protein.
doing? Yes. The fucking egg scrambler. Like that ruined the toaster strudel. Like it should have came with the white cream frosting,
Mm.
but it didn't.
Well, well, I mean, this is another good example of how capitalism breeds innovation, I think.
the toaster
Yep.
strudel.
Yeah, yeah.
I believe the toaster strudel was a wizard's invention long ago, but it just finally the secret got out around the 90s.
I wonder if
The 1990s.
if the egg and bacon model was like there was some guy who's like, fuck man, we gotta have something for these health nuts. Like let's take out the sugar filling and we'll just put sugar eggs in there instead.
Sugar and eggs are a good combo.
They are indeed a good combo.
I'll be the first to say I've never had a toasted strudel.
The fuck?
Really?
you
I
say?
swear to God. I swear
You've
to
never
God.
had the Pillsbury Doughboy Delight, dude?
Never had, dude.
Have you never had? I feel like you're marking right now, dude. Like this seems as though you're making that up.
I swear. All I've had was Pop Tarts and Krispy Kreme donuts whenever it used to be around here on Nolan Road. That was it as a child.
What was your Pop Tart flavor?
S'mores. Throw it in the microwave for 20
Ah,
seconds,
dude.
pull that bitch out. It was ooey and gooey, man.
That's it. What about you, Aaron? What was your Pop Tart of choice?
So I usually go with the cinnamon. I like it when it has the icing on it, but I find Pop Tarts to be so disappointing no matter how you prepare them that like they're filling, they do the job or whatever, but I always see it as kind of a waste of time to heat them up. It's still not going to be great.
No, yeah, heated up didn't make them better. I'm with you. The brown sugar cinnamon, just the cinnamon or whatever it is. It had the brownish hue. They all pretty much were basically the same thing, just had a different spice in them, you know. But I
Mm.
was a cinnamon guy. Anson?
My choice of Pop Tarts, as they call them now, in my days they were called tarts. But I liked the linden berries with a hint of moss. But I had to make those myself.
Yeah, I mean if we're talking OG tarts, I was an elderberry man myself.
Mm.
Indeed, elderberries are quite delicious.
With a side of hamster. Those were always good.
Mm. You must have had those imported.
Yeah, I did. From Puerto Rico.
Those are a real delicacy.
Oh, dude, a fine hamster?
Oh yeah.
That's a down south delight.
Yeah. You got to have a hamster guy
Oh yeah.
if
Hi,
you want it,
Lord.
if you want it fresh.
Hi, Lord. Can I put some of your concerns to rest about Wednesday movie night?
Yes.
I know you were worried that the Merlin made-for-television movie from 1998 was not going to be good, but I began it, and let me say that I think you will be thoroughly entertained.
Okay.
It is some of the best depictions of real magic I've seen in a very long time in cinema.
Oh, is it a documentary?
Well, it's about Merlin's life, yes,
I thought it was
as we all
shot
know.
in real time, obviously.
Yes.
Okay, well, I was a little worried earlier. Anson came over so we could do a pre-inspection of the D&D night, guys, this Saturday. Less than a week away. We will be having the first Black Magic TV live D&D in the dungeon with myself. Anson is the dungeon master. We will have Seth will be there playing which character are you, Seth?
I was going to be the close
The fighter.
combat character. That one.
Oh yeah. What is it again, Anson?
The fighter.
The fighter, the trans fighter, because Seth, we'll get into that about Pal World here in a minute.
Oh, God.
We'll get into Seth's depiction of himself in video games in just a moment, folks. We got Rachel, my favorite barista from Split Log Coffee, will be joining us.
Yeah.
We have, I think at this point, Seth, Mackey's probably not going to come, I'm guessing, because he hasn't really engaged in it. So we might pull in a last minute replacement. I don't know. We might. Oh, Aaron's
Maybe.
got a show. Aaron's got
I
a
do have a
comedy
show.
Aaron's got a comedy show.
I'll be right back.
The Bard, I did get confirmation the Bard will be here. Mr. Mark Daniel Dorman himself will be here to serenade us throughout the evening.
Yeah.
Fuck, who else was coming? Oh, the Frost Wizard will be there.
With himself.
After we've, we had to make sure he didn't buy that Rogue from X-Men Halloween costume, and we bought a Rogue costume from the medieval times. So we have that going on. and then I'll be there doing what I do, the wizard role. We have
That's-
We
dice.
shall be a together.
We have dice boxes because Anson said we're not doing this bullshit of rolling off the table and doing it on purpose so you can like fuck up your score. We got dice boxes. We got the table setting ready. We got the cameras ready. We getting the microphone situation hooked up. We're gonna be live and direct, guys. It's gonna be nice. But yeah, Seth, why is it that you make all of your characters half men, half ladies in video games?
Because why not, man? It's
Why not isn't an answer. There's a reason why. I would just like to know what that is.
Well, same thing with Pokemon. You got like say a Machop. It looks like it's a male character, but then you find out it's a female character. You know,
I can
why not
honestly
add
tell
to
you,
the
I've
mystery?
never looked at a Pokemon and thought, I bet that's a girl Pokemon, or I've thought
Well-
that's a boy Pokemon.
Do you not remember in Pokemon that it had sexes too, like male and female?
No, I've told you this the other night. We started playing this game. Aaron, I'll have to fill you in. Anson knows, but it's called Pal World, right? So basically,
Pokemon.
some Japanese guys. There was this game
Mm-mm.
called Ark Survival Evolved, and it's a game where you start out on this island. It's in prehistoric times, and you start with nothing, right? It's like you're a caveman and there's dinosaurs, and you evolve. You like evolutionize yourself up into like guns and all this other shit, right? So they took that game, removed the dinosaurs, gave it like a cartoonish feel, like almost Fortnite graphics, and then they added bootleg Pokemon. So they took all the Pokemon and they did the like, change 3 things for like copyrights, So it's basically it's Ark but with Pokemon, but you can like build a gun and you can just go around committing war crimes of like shooting Pokemon in the face. And,
You
like,
can human traffic your
yeah,
Pokemon.
human traffic,
fucking-
you can breed them. It's
you can
quite the
butcher
game.
them.
And we got in the game the other night for the first time, and I built a character, and I do what I do, which is I try to make the character look as much like my own person as I can, right? I want to, that seems like the appropriate thing to me. I'm okay with who I am, though, right? Like, I don't desire to be anyone else but myself. But then there's people like
The Omni
Seth.
Mad guy say that.
I made a
You know, you guys
trans-universal
think
symbiote.
The Mystic Order does approve of Lord of Rags binary characters. I think it is admirable that he is entered the social order.
Hey, I'm not
The
not
social
approving or
constructive
disapproving of
gender.
it. I'm trying to get down to the deep, deep depths of what's going on here. You know what I mean? And I think, Seth's character, he had your face, Aaron, and he
Really?
has, but on a what they call in the African American community a POG, a PAWG. Imagine just a fat ass white girl with a big old booty, but it had your face on the body. That's Seth's Pal World character. But then I went into Seth built a world of his own outside of my world, and he built a character that looks like himself. So I feel like he's either trolling me in my own deal, or he might need we might need to get him some help, and we might need to raise some money so that Seth can finally take the leap and be
Oh yeah.
the pog that he's dreamt of being all these years. He's always wanted. I feel like you want to just be a muscle lady, dude, and that's okay. I support you in that.
The Mystic Order approves muscle ladies.
Muscle mommies, yes.
What about Pogs?
Yeah, do we?
The
Mystic Order.
Dude, I don't give a fuck what the Mystic Order approves. The High Lord approves
Yeah.
that, dude.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that's some Pokemon look eerily like human women, says Zipzop69, also known as the Frost Wizard. Yeah, that's a little weird one, bud. That's a weird.
I have an ex who looks identical to a Jigglypuff.
Is that the one that I know?
No,
Mm.
I'm kidding.
I
I don't know.
she's
I've
her
never
friend.
been-
I'm sure her friend.
Red.
Wait, what?
That's unfortunate for AA Ron the Red because I find Jigglypuff quite attractive. Again, as a mystic and ancient being, I have transcended all forms of physical beauty.
Well, it is. I mean, it is interesting that is the first one that came to mind when I thought of, fuckable Pokemon. And there's a few,
It's so
honestly.
beautiful and alluring.
Yeah, did you guys want to just lay out your top threes? Because I don't even know 3 Pokemon, but I've never been a dude. I never saw a cartoon and was like, oh yeah, I'd hit that. Like, it's like a not in my DNA. But
I've always identified as gay for Charizard, personally.
Gay for
Fair
Charizard. Is
enough.
that sounds like a. We're gonna put that on your campaign slogan next year when you run for
Gay for
Charizard. Gay for
Charizard.
Charizard, dude. 2024.
I don't even know. Am I saying Pokemon? I'm so illiterate with that shit. I was not a Pokemon enthusiast when I was a kid. And it partly because my parents didn't want that or whatever. It was too Asian for them, I think.
Mm.
But I'm very illiterate with video games, Pokemon. These are things that I did not get.
I feel like Pokemon might have been the least Asian thing coming out of Asia at the time. I think it was.
Well, yeah, you should meet my parents, man.
They're the least Asian
suck.
thing
Can I
on
ask
Missouri.
the High Lord a question?
Yes.
Do you not find Jessica Rabbit attractive?
Oh,
Yeah. Not,
yeah, that
That's
got me
that's
there. When I was a kid, yeah, you got me there.
Don't lie, High Lord.
Not really, man.
Wizards are above lying.
I've not. When I was a kid, I had this buddy. I won't say his name. He came over one day, and I distinctly remember there's some cartoon that came on, and in front of my dad, he went, "Man, that chick's hot," and my dad just looked at him and was like, "It's not even fucking real, dude." And I mean, we were like 12, but even I at the time, I've thought back at that moment and thought that's real weird, man. It just seemed real odd to me that someone's brain worked like that. It's like going to a strip club, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
What's the point? You're not. You might pay to take one of those ladies home, but you're not just winning the lottery. Oh, you're the one dude out of all the boners she gave that night that you're gonna go, well, she's coming home with me though. No, that's not real. Just like a cartoon, there's nothing real about that. I can't.
People want to believe in that.
I would say, High Lord, that the strip club buffets on, I believe, Fridays is a worthwhile reason to go.
Yeah, I'm also a vegan, so I don't think if they had a vegan buffet, I might be. I'd love to see a strip club that was all vegan and the chicks all had just more armpit hair than me and hairy legs. You know what I mean? That
Might
seems
have
like
to go check out Portland, Oregon.
there probably is one in Portland. Honestly, I went to Portland once. I fucking hated it there. I did not fit in Portland. A lot of Nazis in Portland.
Really?
Yeah, it's I think it's a weird thing that when you have a high influx of one thing, you have to. There's always going to be the higher if you live somewhere that's full of fucking Proud Boys, right? Then obviously you're going to have a bunch of black bloc Antifa people that live in that same area. Just because they have to fight each other.
Yeah.
Oh, in the
I
chat,
kinda see
hats
that.
up to the Blue Ribbon Lounge podcast. Then co-conspirator, we're gonna call it, of Black Magic TV. I don't like the word sponsor, and for lots of reasons, I don't like the word quite a few words. So we're gonna call it I like the term co-conspirator. So our first official co-conspirator. On Black Magic TV is the Blue Ribbon Lounge podcast. Hold on, while we're here, let's
The
do.
Aura approves the Blue Ribbon Podcast.
Let me. I was sent a. Well, let me find it here. Let's see here. Let's see here.
Co-conspirator is good.
I like
I
that.
wish just the record I approve of that.
Let's see. Let's see.
I call mine sympathizers.
Yeah, you have a lot of sympathizers.
Yeah.
You
Not
don't
really.
call them comrades?
I don't call them what?
Comrades?
Oh, I call them that too. It just it depends. It depends on what tier on the Patreon they are. I'm kidding. I have a Patreon, but it's not great. But it will be.
It
You
will
know?
be one day, yes. Okay.
You mean the amount of patrons is not great, or the content on Patreon is not great?
Pick one.
Dealer's choice?
Yeah.
Take both.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. It's the content is shit, and
Mm-hmm.
also, you know,
I just don't update it, or I haven't been updating it lately like I should.
May I make a suggestion, AA Ron the Red?
I would love it.
okay, hold on. Here
I
we
know
go.
that you fancy
All right,
yourself
hold on,
a
give me 1 second.
drawler.
Answer, give me 1 second. I gotta read this. I was trying to do this. I
You
fucking
derailed the conversation towards my Patreon. Is
yeah,
what happened.
yeah, that's what happened. We don't want to do that. No, give me 1 second. Co-conspirator, the Blue Ribbon Lounge podcast. It's a podcast about everything from Sasquatch and government conspiracy to stories and fun facts in history. You can find it on YouTube, Spotify, and Podbean, or check out the website, blueribbonlounge.com. So there we go, guys. Everyone go check out the Blue Ribbon Lounge podcast. Yeah, I mean, obviously I wouldn't co-conspiratate with anyone who I don't put the full High Lord stamp of approval on. So
High
I'm given
Lord.
that. Yes.
What conspiracy would you suggest that we watch on their channel? What is your
Oh.
favorite one?
Fuck, let me go look at the list. Continue asking Aaron what you were going to ask him, and I'll look and tell you which. The new episode,
It's going to
actually,
suggest
hold on,
that-
I'll answer it right now. The newest episode is fucking awesome. It's about this weird movie called Galaxina, and it's about the actress that played in it, and it's fucking really good. So I would recommend starting there and just work your way back. They got an episode on the Warren Commission. They got episodes on fucking ghouls and ghosts and scary shit and every conspiracy under the sun. But that newest one was really good. There's also this live one they did from a comic book convention in a shopping center, and it's like it's awesome because it's just like every weird autistic person that's going to Comic-Con that doesn't want to have some fucking other dude ask them a bunch of questions about why they're at a comic book convention. And it's like, it's really good. Oh yeah, and we do have items on the way. I got sent some merch from the Blue Ribbon Lounge podcast to give away to future and past guests of Black Magic TV. Maybe we'll do a giveaway one night here on the stream. We'll do a little giveaway ski.
I hope you give some of it away to me.
Yeah, I'll get you some. We'll get you. Obviously, you're gonna have to wear it on your show. There's a shirt. But okay, in the chat, Matt says, I suggest the Murphy's Law or Moon Rocks are some of his faves. Mall
Okay.
Rats, that's the episode where they're at the mall. So there we go. And while we're at it, let's talk about Aaron's joined us this evening. His new show premiered last Monday on Black Magic TV, Scarborough, with Aaron Scarborough. And it's a smash hit. He's here this evening to talk about it. Also, his reel that he didn't know I was going to use because it was a little pre-roll of him just making a fun of intros for about 5 minutes. And I put that up on the internet, and people seem to like that a lot. He claims to have his hero is Kim Kardashian.
Okay.
and but he's a communist, so he's got an inner struggle going on right now.
That kind of is the show. Is just my mental gymnastics. You know, the thing about Kim Kardashian. I don't know what inspired me to just start like that. I did not plan that out. It's a very make it up as you go along kind of show, you know?
Right.
And the Kim Kardashian thing, I was just like, I tried to adapt the perspective that I was trying to understand basically why people like Kim Kardashian. But outside the fact that obviously she's a gorgeous person, you know, and she's very, very good at making money, but that's the very thing that makes her like fucking atrocious to me.
Right.
And to the point where it's like the fact that the Kardashians are as popular and powerful as they are is kind of like it's simultaneously the most depressing thing I can think of, and also it just kind of makes sense. It's like this is kind of what America deserves, is like this level of fucking moronic just branding and marketing and fucking selling bullshit products. It's the American dream, and it's even more American because she's not like an entrepreneur like success story in the sense that she came from nothing.
No.
You know, she came from a fucking very rich family.
Very
Yeah,
rich
a
lawyer
famous-
father.
Yeah, like influential, just fucking elite people.
Mhm.
And yet, it's kind of like the Taylor Swift thing. It's just like, do you boys like Taylor Swift?
I could care less.
Yeah,
The Mystic Order
Personally.
it's
is
a good answer.
indifferent on Taylor.
I mean, is
I-
she talented? Yes, in my opinion. She's very,
Yeah.
very talented. She also had probably a lot of help, you know, developing to where she's at now as far as marketing and social media. Gave the bump to her rise as well.
That's
But
what makes it unenjoyable for me. It's just
Mm.
like, this is just a manufactured fucking, you know, tech startup, basically. It
Absolutely.
went well. It's like, I don't know. I hate how much respect she gets. Because she is not, the only way she can be like a hero, I feel like, is if you worship just crafty capitalists. You know, that's if that's your thing, then yeah, props to her. She's a fucking snake. Like, I don't know, but yeah, I ramble on this show, and it goes where it goes.
Today,
And,
I was getting the new episode posted up for tomorrow earlier.
What did I talk about on that one?
I don't know. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and listen again.
We do like on the show, we do like I talk about something that I like a lot, that I'm passionate about, and I talk about why I like it, and then I talk about something that I hate, and why I hate it specifically.
That's what I was gonna. The description I came up with today was it's Aaron telling us about things he loves, a thing he loves, and a thing he loves to hate every week. And
Yeah.
what was the first episode was Gandalf was the thing you loved.
Yeah.
And Aaron
The Mystic
also,
Order approves Gandalf.
and Aaron also.
Yeah, Gandalf is he's better than Jesus Christ, honestly.
I always assumed they were just the same person.
right.
The cool thing about Tolkien is that even though he was a Christian, he wasn't as big of a fucking dork as like C.S. Lewis, who just made these stupid like parallel allegories to Christianity. And I don't mean to step on toes if you all like The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I grew up loving that shit, but I fucking at some point I was like, I don't really dig C.S. Lewis. Like his whole like just on the nose Christian allegory, I'm not that into.
Hey, Ron, may
Yep.
I suggest that you join us on Wednesday night movie night for Merlin, because it seems to be a very anti-Christian movie in which Christianity comes in and destroys all the traditional pagan gods of Britannia.
That does sound appealing to me. When was that movie made, did you say?
1998.
Dude, that's kind of like my favorite era of movies.
Is that when
You know?
Passion of the Christ came out?
Yes,
I thought
mainly
was-
that.
I know that was on
Yes.
your top when we were talking about top 10 all-time favorite movies.
Yes.
I know that was there. What
Yeah.
is movie night's ruling. I like that. I like picking.
I fucking love movies so much more than I love television shows.
We're just picking a movie every week off of Tubi, so that way everyone can watch. The only thing I dislike about it is fucking ads, dude. Like, I hate
Mhm.
traditional advertising, like, because I like watching old commercials from like Saturday morning cartoons when I was a kid, because it was like G.I. Joe and shit like that. But I hate like modern commercials. I feel like those are the people that watch Kim Kardashian, are people that like, because they watch E Network. So it's like, oh, these people have cable. Like, if you have cable in 2024, if you pay for cable, if you pay for television channels and you scroll through channels, I just don't know how to feel about you as a human being. I think you
Sure.
You
might
know
be,
what?
you're like fucked in the head. Like, you try to make things hard.
I gotta say though, I enjoy when I'm in a hotel room for that reason. I like the old school cable in that situation. It's nice.
Yeah, that's an okay thing because it's like 30 minutes and you don't have a choice. But even so, I've been to places that have fucking Netflix in a hotel, dude. Like,
Mhm.
and it's like,
That is cool. Yeah. And I don't know why they wouldn't all do that.
I literally
But-
listened to someone this weekend at the car show tell me about how I don't got the money to buy none of them streaming services, but I got cable, you know, and I still got my cable though. It's like that cable's got to cost a fucking at least $100, right? Like they're paying $100 to have all
Yeah.
these channels to watch a show. I'm getting half the networks that they're getting for $20 having HBO now. Because that's like everything under the Fox umbrella, everything under Paramount, or not Paramount, but Warner Brothers. It's Discovery Channel. Like, pretty soon there's going to be like, there will no longer be cable. Regular TV only exists for like, I mean, when's the last time anybody turned on terrestrial television and was like, yo, you got to see this new show? They don't even show butts in there, dude. Like, they don't even show
Yeah.
butts on regular TV. Like, if I can't see a 12-year-old kid cussing, I'm not trying to watch that. Like, I want children cussing.
Yeah.
I want to,
Right.
like, also there's YouTube. You can watch literally, like, who needs reality television when you can watch people like Crip Mac? You know what I mean? Like, I don't need fake reality TV. There's real reality TV now. Like,
Yeah.
Indeed.
but fucking, I mean, movies rule, dude. Movies are probably one of the greatest things ever invented.
They're great because like they're great for discussions. Like if you meet someone that's into the same type of shit that you are, like directors or whatever. And they're great, like just to I like movies because I always just think about like the time that they were made, like who was president and like, or, you know, was the Cold War like influencing this movie, you know?
Right.
And it's almost always the case that yes, like there was something like some kind of political messaging in every movie.
Hidden message behind each one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say
Propaganda,
that-
I guess.
Yeah.
I would
Good
say
and
that-
bad propaganda.
Right.
I would say that the Frost Wizard is highly influenced by the Cold War.
Seth, are you gaming right now?
No, I'm not gaming.
Oh, what are you looking at?
I'm looking at my other monitor.
What's on your other monitor?
Want me to turn the camera? Thus.
No, I would. I want to. I just. Oh yeah. Oh, put that on your first monitor. Drag it over, cause then you're looking in the camera. All we can see is the side of your face.
You want to see my ugly mug, dude?
Yeah, I want to
Here,
see
actually,
this caveman, this trans caveman. Or move that one over to your other monitor. Move your camera over.
Well,
there you go.
let me just move this over here.
You just like looking at yourself. It's cool. I get it. I would too. Obviously, I do. I film myself all the time.
Right.
There you go. Now we can see you. There you go. Now we can see you. There he is. We got a question from the chat. Blue Ribbon Lounge says, Anson, what are your feelings of movies and some recommendations?
Movies I might recommend. Well, certainly everyone needs to watch Merlin Part 1 on Tubi, so you can be ready for Wednesday movie night. The movies I might recommend of the mystic arts are maybe The Beastmaster or other type magical movies. Oh, and indeed the very famous movie of which we talked last time, Wizards by Ralph Bakshi, which itself is a cartoon, so the High Lord will not be aroused by any characters in that movie.
Zero arousal for me. None.
Zero dopamine release.
What about Seth? Okay, Anson. But what's your non-mystical top 3 movies? Not like just all-time movies.
Well, I certainly enjoy the movie The Verdict, Paul Newman, and then I also like a very strange movie with Joaquin Phoenix called Inherent Vice, which is kind of a 1969 hippie-era detective movie. But most people do not like that movie, though it is the same director as There Will Be Blood, and the Pineapple Pizza, or whatever that movie was with the Haim.
The Pineapple Pizza.
Hell yeah.
What about you, Seth?
Mine would also have to be Pineapple Pizza. That would be in the top 10. To bring back the top 3.
What the fuck is Pineapple Pizza?
Pineapple Express.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not talking of Pineapple Express. The Haim Sisters movie.
Mystic Pizza?
No, that's from the 90s.
That's a Keanu Reeves vehicle. I apologize. That's that classic Keanu Reeves film. I don't know. You're talking about I think there's some movie with the word pizza.
Paul Thomas movie.
What was that, Aaron?
It's
the Paul Thomas Anderson movie.
Yes.
Okay, well, Seth's first choice was Pineapple Express.
And then Wolf of Wall Street. And then...
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Another good one. Kind of like game-related stuff, so probably Den of Wolves. That was a pretty good one.
Okay.
Or...
What about you,
I must
Aaron?
make a correction. It's called Licorice Pizza.
Licorice
It's
Pizza.
more delicious.
Or Den of Thieves. It was either Den of Thieves or Den of Wolves. I can't remember what it was.
Den of Thieves. With Ice Cube's son, right?
That was actually pretty good.
That was Idris Elba, I think, is in that. And that was a good movie. What about you, Aaron? What are your top movies?
I gotta go with I like a lot of sci-fi movies. Total Recall is up there for me. RoboCop's up there for me. I also
new versions, of course, right?
Huh?
The new versions, of course.
That would be hilarious. Yeah, RoboCop 2014.
Yeah, only remakes.
What a
the
fucked up
Ghostbusters
opinion
remake.
that would be.
The Ghostbusters remake, the one with all the ladies.
Oh god.
Yeah. Yeah, Total Recall with Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
God, shoot me in the fucking
also,
head.
Fright Night with Colin Farrell.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. But I like those are both Paul Verhoeven or whatever. I don't know how to say his name, but I like him. And I love A Clockwork Orange. I love Stanley Kubrick, and that's like peak Kubrick to me. I also like his movie Barry Lyndon. Yeah, those are a few. I also
yeah.
like gangster movies, but I don't think I've seen Den of Wolves.
Den of Thieves.
It was Den of Thieves.
Oh, Den of Thieves?
It's
Yeah.
about like dirty cops, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Dirty
it's
cops.
about dirty
Yeah.
cops that rob shit.
I'll have to check it out.
My top units are there's one that supersedes every movie ever made, and
Pulp Fiction.
We'll get no,
It's Copland.
no. We'll get to that movie in a moment. It's the greatest.
Pulp Fiction's
movie.
out there though.
Pulp Fiction's okay. Easy Rider.
Okay.
Easy Rider is the most influential movie I think that I've ever seen, because I saw it and I was like, fuck, I want to be that guy, right? And it's like a
Right.
crazy, even any of those old like 60 bikers movies, like any of those old movies from like the late 60s, like they have like what's Easy Rider about? Like if you ask anyone there, it's like, oh, it's about two guys riding motorcycles. But really, like the synopsis of the movie is a fucking Evel Knievel-esque stunt rider, which is Peter Fonda, and his his fucking manager / stunt coordinator, which is fucking Dennis Hopper. They make a dope deal, right? And they do
Yeah,
this
right.
big drug deal, and then they're trying to get to Mardi Gras to party before they go to Florida to retire off of this big drug deal. And they buy these choppers, and then of course, fucking, things happen, and they end up getting murdered by some hillbillies in the South. You know what I mean? On these motorcycles.
That sounds incredible.
It's a fucking awesome movie. There's another movie with Peter Fonda
Don't
called.
forget about Jack Nicholson.
Oh, Jack Nicholson's also in it.
Yes.
He wrote.
Is it? It sounds kind of like it could be like Roadhouse or something. Because I've never seen Easy Rider. Is it like in the same wheelhouse?
Sort of, but more. No, it's like there's this weird it's like an exploitation film from the late '60s. So it's way more
Oh, is it?
exploitive.
Okay.
Like not a lot of words. Like a lot of like visuals, like a lot of writing and music. The soundtrack's amazing.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
a whole art
Yeah.
piece, dude. But like
I gotta watch that.
Jack Nicholson wrote
The
a
High
bunch.
Road knows how I feel about Roadhouse.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah?
fucking I love Roadhouse, but Roadhouse 2, Take It Outside, starring Jake Busey, was just phenomenal straight to DVD feature in the early 2000s.
But we cannot approve the new Roadhouse.
No,
With Jake Gyllenhaal.
I don't know. The Jake Gyllenhaal Roadhouse looks pretty I will approve it if I find out it's a prequel to Roadhouse. But if they
There's-
made a complete and utter remake and didn't set it in Missouri, they can go fuck their mothers on that one.
Yeah. Oh God. I'm not really interested in those kinds of remakes usually.
No,
They're never. It's never good.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
the Blue
Same thing with The
Ribbon.
Hangover. They should have just stuck with the first one. You know.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
I thought.
I have a feeling that.
my favorite's Hangover 3.
See, I have a feeling that the new Roadhouse will bomb so badly that they'll have to bring out a deep fake of Patrick Swayze and put it on top of Jake Gyllenhaal's face.
I bet. Okay, these are the only. There's two ways I accept the new Roadhouse. One is that it's a prequel, right? Which probably, because I don't see any fucking cell phones in the movie, right? Like I don't see any cell phones. Like it looks like it has a certain timeline to it. Okay, so if it's a prequel, I fucks with it. If it is a sequel, but fucking Jake Gyllenhaal is Dalton's son. It's only acceptable for him to be the son of Patrick Swayze and the doctor lady. Like, if
Yeah.
that's the scenario, I accept that. Any other bullshit, they can get the fuck out of here with that.
It's
But I
got to be
don't
the
remember-
latter.
I feel like I can't remember. I think that was the storyline of Roadhouse 2 Take It Outside, was it was supposed to be Patrick Swayze's son or his nephew or something.
This one, Jake Gyllenhaal is the grandson of Patrick Swayze.
Oh, I'd fuck with that. I mean, I'm okay with that.
Generational gap sequel.
Dude, you're basically treating the Roadhouse universe like a Star Wars fan,
Yeah, I am.
which is hilarious.
The canon must be proper. I'm not fucking with a remake, dude.
I
There
only
isn't
finally
one
watched
ghost.
Roadhouse over.
Look, in all those, I've yet to see one ghost blowjob in any of those Ghostbuster remakes, dude. And that's the one scene that most people forget about fucking Ghostbusters 1. But that was the most. I never forgot that. It haunts my dreams. The scene where fucking Dan Aykroyd gets a blowjob from a ghost, and people don't forget. If they forget that ghost is hovering above his bed, and then he looks down, and the ghost unzips his pants, and then he starts making this weird thing with his face. He got a ghost BJ. That's a ghost job.
I will say that the Mystic Order does approve the Ghostbusters, seeing how it has to do with the magic.
I love Ghostbusters.
I would
1.
also suggest that Slimer is the greatest character ever invented, including, don't forget, the high C drink,
Oh, Ecto Cooler.
Cool Slimer,
Mhm.
Ecto Cooler, which the Frost Wizard probably only drinks.
Oh, the Frost was Adam doesn't drink water. He makes his own Ecto Cooler at home.
No fuck away.
He only drinks. Yes, Seth, we're kidding.
I know.
Seth
you know
for a
what's
minute
funny,
was
though?
like that was like the no fucking way. That was just it just clicked in Seth's mind that it is possible that Seth could only drink Ecto Cooler as an adult. Like, wait, you mean I can do this? Yes. My other two movies. And Matt, I do like Pulp Fiction's great. I love Quentin Tarantino. Pulp Fiction's great, but Dazed and Confused,
Mhm.
I think is
I don't even remember watching that movie, to be honest.
dude. It was like the perfect blend of
Oh,
like
no.
rock and roll, cars, like it's this total independent film. It's I fucking love it. It's great. Everything about I can quote that whole movie. It has all these people in it before they were huge. You know what I mean? It's got Affleck, McConaughey. Fuck, who's the one guy that gets his ass beat? Shit, who was that? It's a fucking great movie, right? A great movie, pivotal movie of my childhood. But the greatest movie
May I
of all
also
time.
mention that Merlin has quite a star-studded cast as well.
Merlin does?
Yes, it's surprisingly quite a impressive cast.
Well, I can't wait to watch it. And we're going to talk about Merlin Wednesday night on fucking Blackmagic TV Live. But the greatest movie ever made, gentlemen. Let me lay this movie out for you. It's set in the 60s. It has all the caveats of a great movie. It's got cool cars. Fucking the most bitchin' music. It has fist fights. It has babes. It has fucking hot dudes. It's got storylines on storylines. It's got a backdoor abortion gone wrong. I mean, it's got fucking the nastiest dancing you've ever seen. And what's the name of this movie? That's right. Starring Mr. Patrick Swayze himself, Dirty Dancing Part 1. Greatest movie ever made. People forget about it. They forget about the backdoor abortion that my man Jerry Orbach, famous from fucking Law and Order, had to come in, had to swoop in and save that dirty bird from having that rich man's baby. You know, Robbie got her
That's
pregnant.
hilarious.
That's a great movie, dude. Dirty Dancing is the greatest movie ever made.
You're talking about the remake, right?
No, the original. Yes, Dirty Dancing, Havana
Solid
Nights.
bit.
Havana Nights wasn't horrible. I will admit it. It had the Sways in it though. Direct sequel, also a Cold War movie, Aaron.
No shit.
Yeah, because it's about like it's whenever fucking Cuba kicked everybody out. Like they kicked out the mob and they kicked out America and they fucking it's right
And
at
they
that
kicked
time
out
frame.
like the plantation owners, basically.
Mhm.
Um,
Well, mostly they kicked out the mafia.
yeah. That too. Um,
Have you guys ever seen Dirty Dancing?
I've seen bits and pieces, not the full movie.
Oh my god.
never have.
I'm always saying that because I'm honest.
It's quite
Man.
the summer camp movie experience.
Yeah,
Dude.
this isn't something I just made up. I know Dirty Dancing came up earlier, Anson, but since a wee child, I've thought Dirty Dancing was the greatest movie ever made.
I will say when I used to go to Boy Scout camp, it's almost identical to the experience of Dirty Dancing.
Was that Weeblos?
That's Cub Scouts.
Ah,
That was much dirtier.
Weeblos was much dirtier. I started
You
going
guys-
to Boy Scouts, and then it was in the basement of a church, and I got weirded out by that, so I had to quit. I learned all the essentials. I learned how to
It turns
handle
out you had
knives.
good instincts, most likely.
Yeah. I wasn't down for that.
The reason that you felt grossed out.
And probably the Boy Scouts were safe because I don't think the priests were coming after any Boy Scouts. We could tie knots, shoot guns, and use knives. So
Yeah.
that was,
Unfortunately, there was just a documentary that came out of all the abuses in the Boy Scouts of
Oh,
America.
it's a good thing I got out when I did then. I might have been some little butt baby for some pervert,
hmm
and I wouldn't have been down with that.
Have you guys ever watched the movie Taken with Liam Neeson?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Are we talking? You're talking Taken 3, though, right? Best one?
Listen, I can only guess what the plot is of Taken 3.
You know
I'm
the
sure they
plot
got
of
really
Taken
creative with it.
You remember the plot of Taken 1 and Taken 2? If
Yeah.
you're thinking to yourself, there's no fucking way they made a third one with the same plot. The first one,
The
his daughter
movie-
gets taken. The second one, his ex-wife gets taken. And the third one, you guessed it, they both get taken.
Get taken.
Dude. So
The subtitle Taken Again.
Yeah.
they that
Albanians
movie
don't fuck around, man.
The Albanian.
that movie is like it's almost as embarrassing as like The Blind Side or something where you watch it and you're like it is so funny that this was a popular movie and like people like took it seriously and whatnot. Because I just rewatched Taken and
Okay.
I didn't remember. I knew it was fucking ridiculous, but I did not remember like what type of ridiculous it was. So like Liam Neeson in the first Taken is this former CIA asset, and they, of course, to start off the movie, they have this little contrived scene to just show that he's not racist. Where he's like having this ridiculous like interaction with a guy in a video store with a turban. So like they are being super racist by just, I mean, I'm not mad about it or whatever, but they have this fucking Muslim guy selling electronics to him. And he
I mean,
just
in
like
Liam Neeson's defense, I will say, I
Go on.
I will buy if I see a Middle Eastern man selling electronics. I gotta listen to what he's got to say to me because I'm going to get a good price.
Well, no, I mean, of course, like everyone should act like Liam Neeson in the beginning of that movie. That's great. But it's just ridiculous. Like, it's weird to believe that a CIA guy, like during the War on Terror, is, with how old he was when he made that, like, also it's kind of implied that he was involved with Cold War stuff too.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
But,
I mean, he was probably. Yeah, because it's like, how old was he supposed to be in that movie?
50 something.
Yeah, he seemed pretty old.
the bad guys in that movie, I can't remember. It
Not
seems
the bad
like
guy's him.
what about him?
Like, he seemed like he was like. It's hard to put an age to that guy because he's looked the same for like 50 years.
Hell,
Yeah,
he looked the
I
same as
can't-
Star Wars too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't picture a young Liam Neeson. Really,
I mean, he crushes it as Qui-Gon Jinn. I'll be honest
Right.
with you.
yeah.
Well, let's pull up.
Has been known.
Yeah, he
to-
has.
in the public.
He piece of paper. It's also like some notorious lore that he has a giant hog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I only know that because on Hollywood Babylon, this Kevin Smith show, they used to do a segment called Liam Neeson's cock, and it would be jokes about Liam Neeson's cock. And there's always like, Liam Neeson's cock is so big, and then you could fill in from there.
I wish I would have thought of that. That would be a good segment.
I'm gonna look up.
My favorite movie, Liam Neeson in it, is in Leap of Faith, in which he's a small Kansas town sheriff.
Leap of Faith
I've
Yes.
never heard of
with
that.
Steve Martin.
Yes, he's
Where
the
Steve
he's
Martin
the sheriff.
plays the
in-
traveling. Liam Neeson was the sheriff in Leap of Faith.
yes, it's probably the best Kansas accent I've ever heard.
Let's
Nice.
So-
I'm looking up Liam Neeson. I don't know how to spell
He
it
is-
apparently.
I am Neeson.
I was spelling
Also-
I was spelling Liam Neeson like Nissan.
But also in the movie, there is a flock of monarchs, but really they are all tiger butterflies. It's very strange.
Deep cuts. Let's see.
I have a question for the order.
This motherfucker had 4 movies come out. One of them was a music video called "Actors and Athletes Against Gang Violence."
50 year.
Yeah, last year
Um,
he had to think about. What's your question for the order?
I was curious if you two text Tyler at all?
Yeah.
Isn't it a kind of a fun game to decipher what his words mean?
Yeah, I
He's
suck at
pretty direct
texting.
with me half the time, though. He's like, whenever he told me to get on, he was like, "Get the fuck on the podcast." I was like, "All right."
No, that's not the problem. Yes, he says what he means, but
Aaron's referring to my fat finger no edit style of
yeah,
typing.
you do not fucking edit shit, and I love it.
I haven't seen it yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
I think A.A. Ron the Red is mistaken. You see, as wizards and being ancient beings, we have learned many languages over the years, and, well, modern English seems to be the most recent one for most of us.
He's still
Also-
speaking in runes.
Man, why is Discord running all fucking weird on me here all of a sudden? There we go. I put that early on, like I've only had an iPhone for like fucking a long time. And when I first got it, I put the auto dictate feature on when it came out. So it was supposed to like learn your speech patterns and learn your words. So there's now like all these times where like back in the day when I was like had a different vernacular, it was a little more street, and I called people bitch a lot, and I called chicks, I referred to chicks as hoes. So like now
Very classy.
it just like I'll type the right thing sometimes, and then when I hit the button, it fucking auto dictates it to be things that I've never said. But I have had a problem where I was like in this phase of telling everyone about the British Broadcasting Company, which is the BBC. And so I was like typing that a lot in my phone and searching it. And now there's times where I will send something and then it'll like I'll like fat finger 1B at the end of something, and then it just sends BBC at the end. I have to be like, I'm not. Never mind. Like, just forget that. I like that they put that thing on now where you can delete a text and it erases it from the person that saw it. So sometimes I like to text people and then delete it and make it disappear, so that when they look at their iPhone, they're like, wait, hold on, I know that motherfucker said something to me, but it's not here right now. What happened to it?
Text your enemies you're a disappointment and then delete it.
Yeah.
Quickly.
I don't have ops right now. I don't have any. I have one op. But we don't talk about the ops. I don't speak of those. I consider these people Lord Voldemort. They just those who shan't be named.
I rewatched Prisoner of Azkaban today.
Yeah, how did you feel about the Christianity in that movie?
It must have flown right over my head. Well, I mean, you mean in the whole Harry Potter, like...
No, they always, like, people freak out about... I was like, there's times where people, they freaked out about J.K. Rowling being a transphobe or something, and I was just like, you guys are digging you guys deep dive into the lore here. I thought this was just some wizard mystical shit. Like, they started like, oh, look how she's representing the Jews, and it's like... Well, it seems like you're being racist if you're saying the people that run the bank are supposed to be Jews. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
the knotted nose.
Yeah.
Seth knows all.
Prisoner of Azkaban, though, is the best one, I think, for me. Like,
it was a good one.
I like that movie. And it's by a director who did some other good shit. Can't remember what, though.
I must remind the Order that we do not approve of Harry Potter. We find him lacking in skill.
I agree with that.
I like the Fantastic Beasts movie pretty good.
Isn't that the one about... Because I haven't seen it. Isn't it about, like, his dad or something?
It's prequels.
The Mystic Order does approve the Fantastic Beasts franchise.
Fantastic Beast and where to find them. Yeah, they're pretty good. It's a little different. I liked it a lot. I was
Didn't
bummed
Johnny
whenever
Depp
like
make a cameo in there?
What's that?
Didn't Johnny Depp make a cameo
No,
appearance
Johnny
in there?
Depp was in the movies, and due to that wretched beast Amber Heard and her fucking malicious lies about our boy Johnny D, he was removed from the franchise, and they just replaced him with a different fucking actor, and that movie was horrible because of it. That's why the Crimes of
fact that he changes.
What was the second one? The Crimes of Grindelwald?
Yes, but Johnny Depp is only in the second one. See, he's an illusionist like I. And so therefore he has many forms. So you might as well have him played by different actors in each movie.
Well, who played him in the first one?
The Flash! Who's now even more in big shit trouble.
Oh, yeah, but the Flash movie, fucking excellent, man. Ezra Miller.
But yes, he is... What's the bad guy's name? In the first movie, and then Johnny Depp's the bad guy in the next movie, and then that German man is the bad guy in the third.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't recognize Germans as people anymore.
Lars.
They're genocide experts, as we know now.
Yeah, as we know, they expertly.
We're genocide experts. It's not genocide. Yeah.
Fucking A. It's almost the day of our Aaron's actually not Irish. I always forget that.
Yeah.
I am. How are you not Irish with a last name like Scarborough?
I think it's like, it's English or Scottish or some bullshit. I don't fucking know.
Scottish. That checks out.
Who gives a fuck?
The most redheads in the world are in Scotland.
I was telling the Henri Magi earlier that I I love St. Patty's Day because it's the day of my people, and it's the day I get to call all of the woke people out as they're out at the bars posting their McButtfucker shots, and I get to say, it's weird that you're being so racist today, and they go, what are you speaking about? It's like, well, fuck, man. Seems like a little ridiculous that you're out here on a holiday that you don't participate in, drinking something called the Patio Quigley butt fuck. Like, it doesn't seem like
Yeah.
doesn't seem like a fucking seems a bit cultural appropriating, does it not?
Yeah. Do you get mad when people order Irish car bombs?
No, I get mad when they don't know the history behind it, but no, I don't care what people do. If you're over the age of 22 and you go out and that's what you order as a beverage and I see you, I just think somewhere in that guy's family tree he's got like there's an uncle daddy somewhere. You know what I mean? Like the streams crossed. You know? The DNA, it was going like this, like normal, and then somewhere along the way it started venturing over here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I don't get mad at people for any. I don't care. I actually don't care about any of that. It's my favorite thing to, make the people that scream the loudest realize they're just the thing that they hate. You know what I mean? They're all just the thing they hate.
Boys, comrades, I gotta go.
Oh, he's got Aaron's. This is Aaron doing the Irish goodbye. He's in someone's house. He's in Maddie's. He's in Maddie's house right now. She's annoyed. Where's Maddie at? Tell her to come over here and say hi. She didn't even tell her to come look at Anson. She needs to see what we're dealing with here.
Maddie, come in here.
Tell her she's been summoned by the High Lord.
They want to see what you, or they want you to see.
Ask her if she's wearing her slut. Are you wearing your slut outfit this evening, Maddie?
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
you got your slut outfit on. Look at
Got dressed
that.
up for you.
Oh,
We are really cooking on here, boys.
we're cooking. Yeah, you came dressed a little different than the rest of us. We'll get you. You stick around long enough, you'll earn your official hooded cloak. So
Yeah.
we'll get there.
Thank
How's it
you.
going?
Work on the beard.
Maddie was
Yeah.
on the latest episode of Black Magic TV.
Yeah, I got to see a little bit of the clips of that. I need to
Crushing.
rewatch the whole thing.
Crushing. in
Lukey
the
said he
ratings.
watched it and he said that you look like you wear sweatpants too. So he was on my team.
He said I look like I wear sweatpants.
Yeah.
Never. I've gotten more people hit me up and be like, "You're so right, dude. I would never go out of the house in sweatpants."
I don't believe that.
All
I
right.
may remind the council that wizards don't even wear pants. There's no need. We wear robes.
Do you hear that, Maddie? He talks like you. Anyway,
Yeah, Aaron's gotta go.
We gotta go. We have some lesbians coming over.
Lesbians
and,
or thespians?
Huh?
Lesbians or thespians?
Actually, lesbian thespians.
Oh,
Good
okay.
guess.
What are they
Yeah.
doing? A live stage show for you or something? What do we got going
What
on?
is a thespian like a performer?
I think it's an actor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think they do that.
Oh, they're not shitty people.
As a
No.
jester like you.
As far as I know, they just scissor. You know, I haven't asked them, but I think about it sometimes.
Well, these are. I mean, we're all thinking about it. So you figure out and then report back next week.
It's a good thought. Think about scissoring.
Well, I mean, just
I'll
in
leave you.
It's why we're not being mean. I'm just a curious guy. Like, how does this work? I don't know. I'm not a lesbian. How would I know? If you
Well,
want me to understand these things, I have to be
Hey.
allowed to ask questions.
Keep an eye on your phone. I'm going to text you some videos, and all of your questions are about to be answered, my
Okay,
friend.
weird. What are we kind of things are you and Maddie getting? Maddie does have
No,
a
I'm not
slutty
sending
outfit
you.
on.
I'm not sending you our work.
This is what my mom just sent me.
Wait, Maddie's mom just sent.
Is Maddie's
link
mom a
to a-
lesbian?
No,
Oh,
as far as not that we know of.
I thought maybe it was Maddie's mom that was coming over.
Mm, Who? Wait, what? What was it?
7 Habits of Women Who Are Always Attractive.
Yeah, her mom just sent a link to a. Did you guys hear that? An
the
article
7
called
The 7 habits of women that are always attractive. Step 1: no sweatpants in public. That was
No
number
Sweatpants.
one. That's the number one rule of being attractive: is no sweatpants in public.
That's
the
such a
fucking-
funny line for you to draw.
Dude,
you
eh,
you step out of your serial killer van and you're like, God, people don't honor the dress code in this place.
yeah, dude. If I go somewhere, look, here's how. If I go to I don't care if I go to a fucking vegan restaurant, and I'm not gonna call them out in town, right? But if I go to a vegan restaurant and all the people there look like they eat at fucking McDonald's, you know, if they're a little sloppy, if they're a little loose, if they're a little like unhealthy looking, I tend to go, though this is vegan food, it's probably not the fucking place for me, right? Like, I feel the same way. If I go to a store, the only place that sweatpants are acceptable and pajamas to wear is the fucking
Walmart.
the Walmart on 40 Highway or the Walmart in Raytown. That's it. Those are the only two places in the world. And that's only allowed because you have to blend in to survive there. You know what I mean? If you go to Independence and you don't wear like a buttoned up shirt that's totally made of anime characters printed on it, like you might get stabbed. They might go, here's an outsider and we don't want you here. So like I get like sometimes you have to blend in. It's camouflage for the ghetto, you know what I mean? But you know, if you're going to like, if see you at the fucking shopping mall, if you're at Oak Park Mall and you got pajamas on, I spit on you. Get out of here. Don't grace my presence with that. Oh, the lesbians have shown up. That was the face of lesbians popping in.
Guys, yeah, I'm sorry. I gotta go. There's lesbians here. They're not actually here yet, but
Oh.
yeah, I'm already pushing it.
Is the lesbian Evan? Is it Evan Gold?
You guys, you guys have no idea what I put at stake to be on this show tonight.
I would like to know. I'll find out later.
You will never find out.
I will.
It'll never. It's fine now. You can hear her giggling.
It's Maddie. I already know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. I'll be right back.
On the red and Maddie.
I'll be right back, he says.
Oh man.
Chong boy, what are you doing? Come here. Come here, buddy.
Little Merlin.
This is the real High Lord.
He channels his inner thoughts to you.
Yeah,
Hi,
I
Lord.
know.
Did you name the Hound after the movie because you're actually a great fan of it?
I named him after the historical figure.
Indeed. The greatest of wizards of all.
He's
So there's
actually
always been this
over my
argument
shit, I
of
think.
is it Merlin or is it Marilyn? Is Merlin a man or a woman?
What?
You've never heard of this theory about Merlin?
You got Merlin
problem is that-
conspiracy theories? Hold on,
Mhm.
the dogs.
That's not how you spell Marilyn.
Yeah, no, I've never
M-E-R-L-I-N.
Seth, I've never
Marilyn.
heard this before in my
You've
entire
never heard
life.
this?
No.
I swear, man. Go check it out. Put it on the Googs, Ashley. I might help you out.
Yeah, put it on. You put
See,
it on
High
the Google.
Lord. Lord Rags is always about the non-binary.
Yeah, always.
I support everyone with what they want to be or what they want to become.
Indeed. We have risen above identity.
Like
The
Black
only
Flag?
identity we have is magic wielders.
Like Black Flag said, we will rise above. Guys, we only have 2 likes on this video. What is going on tonight, people? How do I have 23 text messages?
Say that my like button is broken.
Your like button is broken. I don't think it'll let you like the videos because you're the moderator.
The only symbol on the video I have is this one.
Oh, Shaka Bra? Dude, I
Yeah,
wish
that's the only button under the videos you have.
I wish I had a Shaka button. Seth, have you found this yet? You're digging deep, dude.
I am.
I can't believe you guys haven't seen.
Because I want to
fucking-
find. Because I need to find like not like, you know, like a theory from a show, but like some like evidence of the original like theory of Merlin. You know, possibly could have been a woman.
Well, how many fucking centuries do we need to wait for you to find this?
I believe it was a scholarly essay from 1880 that first mentioned it at the great College of Oxford.
At Hogwarts University?
We do not approve of their learning. Scholarly essay born by Hogwarts we do not recognize in the Mystic Order.
They actually bring up some arguments about the actual movie you guys recently just watched about Merlin, that it should have been cast by a woman.
Yeah, when were those written?
Whenever Reddit came out, they brought it up. But I'll read for you what it says here. It says Merlin's traditional biography casts him as an often mad Cavian, born of mortal woman and an incubus, from whom he inherits. It's still using he, so Merlin is a he, but there is theories that Merlin could have actually been a woman.
Well, if he's only half human, really, he could be of any gender, including both. Or none at all.
Merlin's non-binary, confirmed.
Not confirmed. Merlin's a bro, dude. Merlin's the
Yeah, I
dog, dude. DAWG. Merlin's the dog.
Whatever he be a legend.
Whatever he be, he be. We're gonna put that on a shirt.
Whatever he be.
Yeah,
I like that.
that's gonna be on a shirt one day.
Now, is the second B spelled with two E's?
Yeah. They're all spelled with two E's. In a Z. Whoever he bees, he bees.
I will say I went to the tavern of Q39 in the village of Overland Park on Friday, and it was strange, for there was a beekeeper upon the roof of that establishment. I found it very odd.
Oh, I wonder if they make their own honey there.
Well, anyway, several people were stung, and they unfortunately did not make it.
I bet I had to sting a guy down by the fucking Henri Magi's house earlier, Seth. There was a drunk gentleman just pissing right out in the middle of the open in the middle of the morning. And I said, "Hey, guy, you want to put that thing away?" And he goes, "Fuck you, motherfucking bitch."
Wait, this is your neighbor or just some random dude that was just taking piss?
No, he...
It is my neighbor.
It's Anson. Anson lives 2 blocks away from me.
Right.
Yeah. I was
But I remember
driving
your
home.
neighbor-
I was
yeah.
driving home. I didn't know exactly where Anson's house was, but the way I come home, there's a dude that lives in this house. He was just shit-faced at fucking 11 o'clock this morning. Just peeing on the side of the road. I mean, dude, you've been to my neighborhood. Imagine
Yeah,
if there
I
was
have.
just a dude in my front yard, if I had a tree, and he was just pissing right there. That's what this was.
You should not piss on the ints.
No. You don't piss in the city outside. Take that shit somewhere else. There's children
take
out
it
here. You
inside.
can't
My Lord.
expose yourself to children.
hmm
Yes?
My lord, have you heard of the language English, in which they imagine that English was only made up of Anglo-Saxon words?
No, but I'm intrigued by this.
Mm.
I would suggest you look up the English Times. There's also a great YouTube video about it, in which he explains the history of it. He said for a long time, English speakers, especially in Britannia, have complained about foreign words from France.
Yeah, fuck the French, dude, for real. I mean, I think that's.
It is
I think that's
interesting to
something we could all get behind there, right? Like,
Right.
yeah, I think that's. I mean,
Well, they did give the fine country of America the Statue of Liberty, which we all fanboy about.
who's we all?
Are we all just simps for the Statue of Liberty?
No, I think Aaron left. I think he might be the only one that's simping for the stat. Simping for that statue. The Statue of Liberty. I did get Anson and I busted out the footage from yesterday and we checked it out. Fucking dude, Seth.
Yeah.
Might be the best thing I ever shot.
Really.
Like
Now
production
I'm really
wise,
excited.
like the way it looks, like
Mhm.
the quality, like using the cameras in a very well lit, open, lit but controlled space and not having like lighting. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it looks compared to last year's video, it looks like a fuck. It looks like if I had the capability of going live there, we could have a pretty good looking production.
Hell yeah, dude. This is one of the gentlemen that you met up with out in Lee Summit, or
Who, Anson?
no. Aaron, I thought we were talking about Aaron. Like you met up with him out in Lee Summit, or maybe you guys both went out to Lee Summit. Remember the secret meeting you had?
Oh yeah, no, Anson that's on here with us. Oh, when he was at
Right.
the house yesterday or today, we looked at the footage from yesterday at the car show. But no,
Oh, you went with him too, Anson?
No, he didn't go with me. He was just at my
Oh.
house. We were looking at the footage. I didn't look at the footage yet, but it looks really good. That's Victor. Victor, that is in the chat usually. Victor is the one that it was out in Lee Summit. I haven't heard any more about that. Nico's been sick. I need to hit up Sam and figure out if we're gonna make this short film or not. Dude, I think I'm glad Aaron came on tonight. I think Aaron needs to come back on next week. I think Aaron needs to be. He really adds to the vibe here. Seth,
Yeah,
what
and
have
then
you
back-
got going on?
What do I got going on? I'm peeling off.
You got
some
peel
stuff.
still. You still got peel on something.
Yeah.
What do you got
Just picking
peel
up.
on?
Peeling off some plastic right now.
Off of, I understand. That's what peel is. Off of what?
Off of my PC.
You still have peel on your PC. Oh
Because
my
I
god.
didn't want to fucking start cleaning it, so I don't want to Windex it.
You know why you take that off?
Why?
Because it holds heat in, and it does things bad.
You do ding bad
It
with
do
the
bad
people.
with the beepo. We have a friend, Anson, that he only. Well, he's not a friend. He's a guy
He's
we know.
he's one of the Dark Lords.
He's one of my ops. Now he made himself. He got himself on the opposition list. But when he types, like how Aaron was saying, like I fuck up spelling all the time when I type because I fat finger it. He types things, but he doesn't type full sentences, so it just sounds like he sounds Asian when he types. Like he sounds like a racist guy doing an Asian voice because it's like the first time he did it was he just put "Don't China eat cat." So then we all kept repeating that to him in video games, and he got really mad. And then another time he was trying to direct message me the same time he was getting pissed, and he just put, "You're being hypocritical to people." He spelled people with a B. So it's like, dude, why do you keep typing like this? Like, I'm starting to wonder. He lives in Canada. I think the Chinese might be taking over Canada. You know, I think it's a
Slowly
good
but
sign,
surely they're
yeah.
moving in.
The CCP's moving
I
in.
might suggest voice to text. I find it very helpful at times as someone who is not the greatest at spelling, seeing how, like we said, I usually communicate in runes.
Yeah, I might have to try voice to text. I've never tried it. But then I also have a weird voice that sometimes I talk. I don't think it would pick that up either. I'd have to talk like this into the microphone and be very monotone about it.
I think you would be surprised how well it picks up American vernaculars.
Well, Seth probably can't use it because it won't let him use the N-word. This is the circles
I've
that he
never
runs
once
in.
said it.
I'm just joking.
Never once. Came close a couple times. Never once, though.
Oh man. Oh,
Don't
I
get me
still. I
started
need.
about-
I should probably order that. Fuck. I don't know if I got the jack to do it. I gotta see how much money I got. I might have to roll episode 1 with my purple cloak. I don't know if I'll have the Skrilla to buy the full blown wizard unit yet. I did. That guy. I don't know about that microphone deal we made earlier, Anson, on the marketplace. The guy's being.
You're not gonna meet up with him?
No, it got weird because he wanted me to meet him in Liberty, Missouri, and I was like, that's weird, I guess. I was like, where? And he was like, the movie theater parking lot. I was like, okay, this is weirder. And I was just like, why would you be in Liberty if your ad says Roland Park? And he just said, oh,
Right.
well, I'm working and I have the equipment with me. And I was like, why are you driving around with a microphone in your car already?
Right.
Like, so then I started thinking, like, I don't know. This seems a little sussy. I might just pass. Seems like stolen goods, or I was like, well, won't you be home tonight? Like, won't you be home tonight? And he never responded. So I think that maybe he's just on drugs or something. I don't know. So I might just hold off, and I'm gonna ask around and see if anybody's got another one we can borrow for the thing on Saturday, and we'll see how it goes. But at that point, I'll just buy a new one. I'm not gonna fucking.
I was gonna say, which one's better, like a lapel mic, a shotgun mic for the whole thing?
No,
or...
we need a. We were gonna get. Anson has a condenser mic, so they will pick up like the spatial audio of the room. And we weren't sure if one. We didn't. We were. The idea was if we had 2, we could put them across. We're gonna put a table across the podcast studio, like long ways, right, Seth? And then Anson's gonna sit at one end. I'm gonna sit towards the wall where the computer would be on the other side. And then yes, we're gonna flip. Where Anson and I are now will be flip flopped, and we'll have everybody else in the middle. And
Right.
And then we were gonna have 2 microphones, one so that it would pick up the full spectrum of the room. Because
Right.
then you don't have to juice the gain up hella high, because then it's gonna pick up. It would pick up. We fucking hear the neighbor starting their car. You know what I mean? Like it'll pick up
Right.
everything. But we'll see. Somebody out there is gonna have a condenser mic we can borrow, because all mine are dynamics, and if you don't talk right
Gotcha.
into them, it fucking beg my pardon. It doesn't pick up.
I was gonna say, do you want me to grab food or brews for everybody too?
I think we might have an outlaw on brews.
Okay.
We were talking about that earlier. Yeah, I just did with the kiddo here, and like the things that happened last year with her and her mom, and like me getting custody of her. You know what I mean? I
Okay.
think number one, we're gonna make it just a chill, fun time. If everybody wants to partake in the greenery, you know what I mean. I don't, but if
Neither
you,
do
I know you don't, right? You're a vape lord. But I was gonna tell everyone, even Zip Zop, like Adam, like it's like, hey, just eat an edible or something. You know what I mean? If you want to do that, like, I just, we'll talk off stream about the drinking thing. But there's
Gotcha.
also some of the people that are coming that are like, one of them in particular is a person that's been in recovery, and they're kind of new to it, and I don't
Okay.
want them to.
Say less. Say less.
I
I'll just
it's
bring
somebody
over
that I've, like-
Kool-Aid, lemonade. How about that?
Yeah.
You
and
could
if
also make hot tea for the table.
Yeah, like I'm a hot tea guy, so we can do some hot tea.
That'd be good.
But I want everybody to have we don't need that to have a good time, dude, for real. Like, we don't
No.
need that shit. So it'll
No.
be fine without it. And we
Plus,
got
plus, I'm on a cut, so I was like, just if anybody wanted a beer, that's fine. I'm only gonna have a beer.
yeah.
Well, now that the stipulations are in place, no beers at all. So.
Yeah, plus you would have to, dude. I don't want anybody like you know, heavens to bets somebody overindulged, right?
Yeah. And then they leave, and
Then
yeah.
and something happened, I'd feel horrible about it. Like,
Right.
but you know,
So Kool-Aid, tea, and lemonade. We're all
yeah,
squared.
yeah, and like if I need to get a pizza for everybody, I will. I can do that if that's what you guys want. I'll order a pizza in. But you know, I don't. Let's not. We don't need to make this a. Here's the
Gotcha.
thing: is you had too many drinks, dude. And like you and I've had this discussion offline.
Right.
You start adding too many drinks, and then sometimes the good time. It's a very easy recipe.
For
Nobody ever
disaster.
had the good time. Never went south real quick when somebody was a little stoned. But one person gets a little drunk and they've had a bad week, the good time could end very quickly. You know what I mean? And
True.
I want us to be able to keep doing that. I think we're gonna have fun. I think it'll be a
Absolutely.
fun time.
Get to
Does
meet
the
new
Mystic
people.
Order? Does the Mystic Order approve Takis?
Oh, yeah, hot Cheetos and Takis is approved. The Mystic Order highly approves of hood shit. For real. That's the most wizardry shit out there, really, is hood shit.
Right.
Where are we at here? Oh yeah,
I am excited about our multiple cloak colors. It should be quite standoutish.
standoutish, yeah. And I'm gonna check with Mackie and see, and if he's not gonna be, if he's not in, then I'll find a replacement.
Gotcha.
And then Rachel, I'll see her tomorrow at the coffee shop, and I'll remind her again. And I've been messaging her, telling her like, hey, it's, you know, you better show up or else. Like that's what I keep telling everyone.
Tell Rachel that I need her eyeliner so that way we can put markings on my face.
Oh, my kid. Well, Junior, I bet Junior would do that for you. We got Junior
bet.
here. You get here a little early. I'll tell Junior she's on makeup duty. Actually,
yeah.
I might see. It's gonna be up to her if she wants to stick around. I gotta ask her if she wants to hang out that night or if she wants to. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna subject her to being here while we're down here playing fucking D&D. Or I might ask her if she wants to take over. As
the healer.
As the healer, yeah.
Mm.
In fact, I might just do that. I'll double check with Mackie, but I haven't talked to
Mm.
Mackie in like a week now, so I haven't even seen him. He must have went back to work because he hasn't been on the internet.
He's been home the past couple days. He's been playing Pal World. So
Yeah, but I think he's been sleeping at night. So
being a responsible adult.
speaking of
finally.
that, let's talk about Pal World, man. Fucking
Dude.
excellent. Are we playing tonight after this?
I've been on my solo grind. I've been really, really, really into it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the team thing, I do love the team thing, all about it, you know?
Yeah.
But solo grinding it on normal, not fucking boosting the stats for XP or anything, because, Anson, I'm not sure if you played this game or if you'd like to play this game, but whenever I got home on Saturday, right, after they sent me home, because I was looking forward to be working, but they didn't have me work. I looked at my fucking computer, brought up Steam, was like, what the fuck am I going to play? And I looked at COD, and I was like, I really don't want to get angry right now. And I look right below, and there's Pal World. I was like, that's where, dude, I was playing for 10 hours fucking straight. That's how good this
I like
game
that you
was.
finally have recognized what I've been trying to tell you, and which is that I think Call of Duty is making you angry right now. But that game does that, man. The fucking
It does.
It becomes and I've been there. It's just hard to have a stance on video games where you just don't care.
Mhm.
Because it's easy to say I don't care, but our words and actions will represent the truth.
But when I get angry at COD, it's more, you know, granted, everybody's running the best guns, which you're going to run into that. But me, I get more angry at myself whenever I miss a snipe or my throwing knife goes between their legs. It's like, what the fuck, game?
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah, you can't let any of that shit anger you. But
But
I
Pal
like,
World,
And
Oh
the only
my
reason I
God.
downloaded it is because you said the magic words to me that you didn't know were the magic words, which nobody else ever told me. It's just Ark with Pokemon instead of dinosaurs, and that's the
Mhm.
best way to describe the game. And that's what you told me, and immediately I was like, "Oh, I'm in for that. I'm down for that because I
Is
love Ark."
it's a good escape, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
Yeah, I noticed earlier you were playing, but you weren't in any Discords. I was like, "Oh, he's just soloing it right here on
Yeah,
Han Solo." I stayed up
bro.
a little bit last night. I got
Yeah.
the base looking right, dude.
Hell
We
yeah.
got a third story now. We
Mm.
got I went on a map run, dude. That's what I
Oh,
wanted you
you're
to do tonight with me. I wanted us to just go. I just been unlocking the map, dude.
gotcha.
Like just seeing the sights.
Yeah, we gotta make it. We gotta get Mac. We gotta get Anson. Anson, if do you have a PC?
Anson doesn't have a PC.
I have a PC, but I've only used it so far to render animation in Blender.
Oh, you need to
What?
download Steam immediately then.
Yes.
The only game I'm interested in playing, and if I do this on stream with you, High Lord, is Riven.
Oh yeah, no, this is off
Rip.
stream. We're off streaming, pal. This is off stream time. We're talking about non-stream time, pal worlding. It's a good time.
Yes, most of my off-stream time is spent on making artwork.
That is
So I
true.
don't spend too much time on playing the games of video.
Gotcha.
We understand. We will do a Riven. We do need to do Riven someday.
What's that game about?
It's like a puzzle game, kinda. It's
Oh,
OG.
okay.
The Mist was another one, right? Wasn't the Mist a game like that?
This is the sequel to Myst,
Yeah.
but it's considered the better game.
Or
Is it
OG computer games.
Oh, it's like an 8-bit, or is it
No. It's like turn of like probably like PlayStation 2 time.
mm,
No, even before then.
Yeah.
no
It was only
shit.
for PC. And you had to have 4 discs to play, which was the
No
problem with it. Because there would crash between discs, because you would have to switch between discs in different areas. So
That's
now it's
interesting.
actually playable, like in 1994 or whenever it came out.
That's what's
Damn.
up.
That's pretty sick.
It is a very beautiful game to play and very challenging, and the world is very immersive.
I fucks with that.
Seth, I
That's
see you
up.
still have that PC behind you.
I do. Still waiting on homeboy's fucking tax return, so
Keep me posted.
I will. I will.
Get Junior. I'll get Junior on that unit.
Hell yeah, we could all start a whole pal world. Start our own.
She would be into that because she likes Roblox a lot.
Oh, that'd be perfect then.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're at an hour 48, boys. I think this is a perfect length for the Mystic Order podcast. This is excellent. I hope we can get a thank you to Aaron,
Thank you, Aaron.
Aaron the Red, Aaron Scarborough.
what
You can
the-
check out the new episode of Scarborough with Scarborough tomorrow at, I don't remember what fucking time I got it premiering. I think noon. I think it premieres at noon on Black Magic TV. There'll be some more shorts up this week. Yeah, other than that, Wednesdays. Oh, Mondays will be Scarborough. Thursdays will be Black Magic TV podcast. That's when I'm going to drop those. We got Wednesday Night Movie Club, Merlin, made for TV miniseries from 1998 on Tubi. So go watch that.
One.
Part 1. Yeah, we decided only part 1. We'll save part 2 for the week after. Next Saturday, we'll be live at 7 p.m. with the special presentation of Black Magic TV's D&D. So that should be a fucking swell time. That's going to be a great time.
Oh yeah.
And then, yeah, other than that, I mean, go like and subscribe to all the shit. You can find Seth on Kick at Lord Rags, Ragz. There's a little
Appreciate
Viking
the shout
guy.
out.
always. And Anson, as always, doesn't want you to know where he lives. He doesn't have social media. And he's, you know. Oh, tell everybody, what's that art deal this week you were telling me about?
Oh, yes. At the Nerman Museum out at Johnson County Community College, they're having an opening of a very large and amazing show by Khalil Irving. But also, they have other art up by the famous artist Grandmother Layton, who lived in Kansas, and just their regular art that they usually have. But there will be free snacks. I believe it begins around 5 or so, but I recommend. But if you can't make it, the show should be up for 6 months, and it is
wow.
free to the public always.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I might have
try
to
to
go
make
check
it.
that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it. I got a podcast. I'm doing a podcast Tuesday night with this guy Nate Sell. That'll drop on Thursday. But I'll be there. I'm gonna come out, and then Friday, Anson will be here, preparing for Saturday.
Hell yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. We will see you next time.
Good evening.
Sorcerers and non-select wizards,